Hello? Hello? Yes? Hello? Yep, yep, hello. Uh, Spoilers ahead for the game Dredge. Go to the timestamp on the screen to skip. Thank you. This is Dredge. Dredge is an atmospheric fishing game full of beautiful scenery, kind and gentle NPCs, and dangerous horrors beyond comprehension. It's the tragic tale of a man who tries to fix a mistake and, in the process, loses himself and everything he loves. The game itself is all about consequences. Consequences for continuing to feed the villagers corrupted fish, the consequences of your past coming to bite you, and the consequences of your choice to either keep the world safe or to get what you want. This game is a lovely game, and I enjoyed playing it. And it is now the main inspiration behind the data pack that I'm building this month. I've had this idea for a while, ever since I finished the main storyline for Dredge. In Dredge, you can fish up aberrated fish, fish that have been altered or changed in some fundamental way that makes them unsettling. Trust me, the squid with the weird gelatinous thing is just no, please no. The player can choose to toss a fish back, to not even engage with the horrific things that the fish are becoming, but eventually one of the villagers asks you to bring one of them into the shop, and if you want to progress with the game, you oblige. And I'm going to make something similar to Dredge, mostly the vibes, in Minecraft. So first things first, we're going to go over the actual fishing mechanics, because I'm still going to make this basically a modification of Minecraft fishing. So I do want you to be able to get the aberrated fish just from like taking a fishing rod and going to some water and just fishing. But here we're actually going to enchant it with a new curse called Curse of the Deep. Oh, I've still got tooltips on. Right, so Curse of the Deep is a curse that I added that you can only get through the enchantment table, max level enchantment table. It's not common, but there is still a chance to get it when you are getting the rod. When you're holding it, it does give you night vision. So if I just run over to the river really quick, I chose to let it give you night vision because you can actually see into the water better when you have night vision. You can see like all the way down there. In fact, you can see pretty good when you're inside of it. I thought I might be thinking of water breathing. Okay, I'm incorrect here, obviously. So second thing second is changing the loot table so that you can actually catch the aberrated fish. I've added just a bunch of them. I'll see if I can actually fish one up here. Might take a little bit. Yep. Just, do I need to, like, put this that way? Huh. See, now it's working. That's weird. Okay, so I guess the custom enchantment doesn't work with lore? That's okay. Hmm. Alright, well, while I'm doing this, there's a couple other things you should know about the enchantment. For one, it makes catching fish go faster. And I think maybe that's why it didn't work with lure. It might have number overflowed something. I'm not sure here. It also makes it so that your fishing rod does not take durability whenever you catch a fish. You may notice that I've caught a bunch now, and durability has more or less stayed exactly the same. Now I just need to wait here until... Yep, there we go. Alright. So we just caught our first aberrated fish. I will hover over that in a second. So I was thinking about giving the aberrated fish different textures, kind of like you see in Dredge, where the aberrated fish are way different than the other ones. But I want to make this run without a texture pack. So I've elected to just give all of the aberrated fish, descriptions, lore descriptions. So this fish is ensnared from gill to tail in gray silk threads. Occasionally, its eye twitches. And the descriptions are meant to tell you what the fish do when you eat them, because all of the aberrated fish have different potion effects that they give you. This one specifically gives you the new potion enchantment, Webbing. Right? Oh yeah, and a little bit of nausea, because eating aberrated fish is disgusting. Oh, it's weaving. Okay. I had a lot of fun coming up with descriptions for all of the fish, and picking out different enchantments. There's one really useful fish that actually gives you haste 2 when you eat it, and its description, I have it written down here, give me a second. The description for the haste 2 fish is 2 stone protrusions poke out from the top and bottom of the fish's head, almost like a pickaxe. And ever since I wrote that, I have not been able to get the idea of a fish pickaxe out of my head. A fish axe, if you will. Actually, you know what? Okay, hang on a second. Okay. Alright, that... You know what, that is... I like that. I like that. That's not even scary, that's just... Okay. Alright. That... Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna leave that on for the rest of the video, even if I'm not gonna have a pickaxe in my hand for any of it. Okay. This one, though it is dead, the fish's body pulses rapidly as several unnatural hearts beat inside. This one gives you health boost. Health boost 2. And each effect lasts 3 minutes and 33 seconds, so you can kind of see how weaving is slowing down. They don't all have beneficial things. I'm pretty sure I added Wither onto one, but that one only lasts like 3 seconds. No. What did I put on those? Hang on, give me a second. Okay, alright. Let me get somewhere that's like nice to look at while I read these off. Alright, so There's one for oozing, which is gives you slimes. There's one for night vision. There's one for invisibility. There's one for infested, which is the silverfish one. Haste 2. Weaving, which I showed you. Yeah, there is one for wither. And that is in fact for 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Okay, don't eat that one. Like, don't eat that one. Okay, what else is there? Health boost, and that's all of them. So not a lot, but I think there are enough beneficial ones to kind of outweigh the negative ones. Especially if... yeah, I think it's a pretty good balance. So the next thing I focused on when I made this data pack was consequences. There are consequences for using the fishing rod and eating the potion fish. Specifically, there will be an event that goes off once every in-game week. Well, it starts off initially once every in-game week. The more you use the fishing rod and the more you eat the fish, the quicker these events will come about. Almost to like once every in-game day to twice every in-game day. These events are just little things that kind of hint as to what you have to do when the timer gets low enough, which I will go into later. So it's like a little countdown timer, right? There is one ultimate consequence for using the fishing rod and eating the fish. That's the witherfish. That's going to kill me. Oh right, I need to be hungry to eat these. Okay. And again, I'll get into that ultimate consequence later. For now, all you need to know is that eating each of for every time you use the fishing rod, and every time you eat a fish, it will take 100 ticks, so about 5 seconds off of the little timer. So using the fishing rod once turns it from 7 in-game days to 6 in-game days and, 26 in-game days and just slightly less than 7. So the more you use the fishing rod, the more you eat the fish, the faster these events will occur. Also increasing in intensity. The more you have them, the more you eat them, the more you use the fishing rod. Until it all culminates in one single event. Okay, so you can see here that there's a little countdown, like I said, and there's also a cap. If I want to get all of the bad effects to happen, I need to turn the cap to 8,000. That's when the final bad thing will happen. So I'm just going to scoreboard players set me the... Oh, is that still there? I need to get rid of that. Cap to 8100. Okay, so cap has been set to 8100, which means when I use this fishing rod, it should give me the final consequences, so I can demonstrate what it does. Oh, jeez, okay. That was no warning. Alright. Right. Okay. I can explain. Well, something's not right here, but it's supposed to give you a 5-minute warning that you need to get into the water. Because when you use the fishing rod too much, and when you eat too much of the fish, you can't be on land anymore. But obviously, there's something wrong because I didn't get a 5-minute warning. So, yeah. You know, maybe I should, because I need to get to my, I need to get to my house to show off some of the other stuff, but I start taking damage if I'm out of water too long. Ow. Come on. I can do this. I can do this. I can outlive it. I can do it. I got this. I got this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, this was such a bad idea. Come on. Water bottle. Okay, there we go. I got this. I got this. Come on, come on, come on. More food. Regen a little bit. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. So let's see if this works. Right? Ah. Good. So, when you do suffer the ultimate consequences and become a fish man because you have to live underwater, maybe it's like you turn into a drowned or something. You can stay on the land for a little bit longer by drinking a water bottle. Gives you 5 minutes on land. Which you're supposed to get when you do the ultimate transformation thing, but yeah, that's still broken. I'm gonna take a minute to fix that. Okay. Should work now. There we go. That is your warning to get under the water. As you can see, I can now breathe. Conduit power. And I got in there before the whole I'm drying out thing started. So I should be able to hang out up here for 5 minutes, and when that 5 minutes is up, before that 5 minutes up, there will be a little timer ticking down. And once that hits the bottom, I can just jump into the water and be fine. Well, once it hits to the bottom, I'll just start taking damage until I jump into the water, but once I jump into the water, I'll be fine. So, yeah, using the fishing rod and eating the bad fish too much will just get you stuck under the water. So, throughout this video, I've been implying that once you end up as a fishman, you're just stuck under the water. I say implying, I've just outright stated it not more than a couple of seconds ago, didn't I? Well, I imagine this would lead to some people being upset, so I've actually added a way that you can just avoid getting turned into a fishman. Because once you start down the path, you will eventually, once you use a fishing rod or eat any of the fish, you will eventually get stuck under here no matter what. Doesn't matter if you don't interact with the fishing rod or eat the fish more than one time. Doing it just once is enough to get you, well, stuck where I am right now. So there is a way around this. So if you don't want to be stuck as a fishman, then before you even become one, you need to take a pufferfish, a diamond, and an emerald, and make a glowing fish in a smithing table. Eating this will make it so that you don't get the timer ticking down, you don't have any of the events happening, and you will never turn into a fishman. However, well, here, let me Let me demonstrate this really quick. So, actually, no, just straight up, there. So, perfectly high timer, won't start going down. I can do, a list to show you that it's not been moving. I suppose I can't. Dang, it's all the way up there. Well, there's the countdown when I run the command, when I run the command again. Hasn't changed. So, okay, ow, 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 ow. I will explain that later. So you just take this glowing fish, and you eat it, and you shouldn't get any of the events. If you had been getting events up until that point, you won't get them anymore. You will not eventually turn into a fishman. However, if you use the fishing rod, or you use the fishing rod to catch a fish, I should say, or eat any of the aberrated fish, you will immediately turn into a fishman. No warning. You're just straight up. I guess you do get a warning. Yeah, you just straight up turn into one. You go all the way from perfectly fine to you are not okay. And that is because you chose to never interact with the stuff again, and then went back on your promise. So there's a few things I tried to do with this pack to make it kind of line up with the feel of Dredge. I mean, sure, obviously the whole fishing thing, but I tried to make everything kind of about choice. It's the player's choice to start the process or to make it go faster. It's their choice to start it and not speed it up intentionally, or it's their choice to avoid it entirely. You can choose to stop the process where it is and swear off of it cold turkey, or you can even choose to go back on the cold turkey thing and suffer the consequences because of it. The second thing I did was that choosing to do the process gives you rewards. In Dredge, you can choose not to do any of the rewards, but any of the quests, excuse me. But doing so will, advance your game. You can even get some cursed items that make fishing easier, but they're cursed. Oh, great. But they're cursed. And the last thing was that if you take the process too far, you do just end up cursed. So it's kind of like a sort of deal with the game. Now, this doesn't reflect Dredge perfectly, but I think it... Oh, come on. But I think it does get close. So, Dredge is, in the end, about making a choice. Either you accept what happened and move on, or you latch onto the past so hard that, in doing so, you end the world. This data pack gives you a taste of power and then asks you a question. How bad do you want that power? Do you want it bad enough that you have to live underwater? Can you live with the consequences of your actions? If you need the power that bad, if you think that you can live with it, you do. If you don't want the power or you can't live with it, it gives you a way out. But you can never touch the power again. If you can't live with that, it welcomes you back, but like everyone else, you can't go back. Anyways, this is probably a bit too deep for a data pack, so I'm just going to leave it here. Download is on the website, as usual, And the fish axe texture is there too for people who want it. I'll see you guys next time.